Hello, this is Success Reader. So I figured to kick off the week because, at least here in the United States, there's a lot of things going on with just our political system, the economy, COVID, things like that, that it's easy to get caught up in the chaos. And so for our weekly message, abundance and prosperity message, I want to kick it off with the lava stone, which is a gem that represents um, dream work, creativity, calm, and it also helps to check negative energy. So if you feel like you have any negative energy or forces around you, I encourage you to focus on or get some lava stone. So the first three messages I'm going to pull are from the Think and Grow Rich deck, Napoleon Hill. So that'll be three messages that we can focus on for this week. Okay. The first one is take courage. These cards are very smooth and sometimes they don't want to pop out, but I'm sure the right message. Okay. The next one is desire. That one flew out. Okay. Harvest. Okay, initially upon, we have take courage, desire, and harvest. So before I even look at the back of the cards, the underlying message I see from pulling these three cards and when thinking about the lava stone and dream work, which we should be focusing on this week, is that if you have the courage and confidence to go after your desires, there's a harvest that's going to be waiting for you. So let's read the back of each card. Take courage. You have been disappointed. And to say that's the case in 2020 for many of us, with so many things changing and lockdowns and things like that, and life being upended, that's definitely true. You have been disappointed. You have undergone defeat. You have felt the great heart within you crushed until it bled. Take courage, for these experiences have tempered the spiritual metal of which you are made. They are assets of incomparable value. So when you're thinking about and reflecting about the things that happened last year, especially since we're at the top of 2021, you want to use those challenges to see what lessons, opportunities, or creative solutions you had to come up with and how you can utilize those things to work for you and to actually be a source of future abundance going into this new year. Desire. Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, essential to success. Now, I'm not telling anyone in a literal sense to go out and throw out everything that has helped them to get to this point, but whatever it takes for you to maintain that passion and desire for the dreams and goals that you have, you want to maintain that energy of maintaining persistence, being consistent so that you can, in fact, achieve the harvest that is waiting for you. Any farmer knows he cannot sow the seed of thistles and reap a harvest of grain. So this is telling me that we should think about reverse engineering our goals for this year. Instead of saying, oh, I would love to have this happen, and then kind of riding the wave of what life throws at us. Reverse engineer your goal according to what you think it would take to achieve it. So for instance, say I wanted to, participate in the Olympics. Okay, what are some of the things that I would have to do in order to, participate in the Olympics in a particular sport? You can research that, you can make steps, and then what happens along the way is sometimes what you think is the path, once you're on it, the Spirit will give you additional opportunities or things that you can do to, speed you towards your goal. And so I would encourage you to think about reverse engineering this week. What are the goals that you have for yourself? What are the things that you want to call in? What do you want to harvest this month, this year, this quarter? And then see what steps you can take. All you have to do is take the first step. Have the courage to take the first step. Have the desire to have that will fuel your courage in taking the first step and the steps after that. Okay? Now let's pull from the Deepak Chopra Success Deck. Let's get one message from that. Okay. Maybe that'll give you some additional clues. My visions create my world, which plays into fueling your desire and taking courage. If you can see it in your mind's eye, then that helps you get even closer to entertaining the thought of having the courage to take the steps to move forward towards what you desire. I recognize my ability to transform the invisible into the visible, the unmanifest into the manifest. And the interesting thing about this, about having vision, is that especially since we have our focus gem is the lava stone, you want to make sure to protect those ideas and dreams and thoughts that you have for what you would like to harvest going forward, because there are a lot of negative energies and chaotic energies out there right now. They've always been there, but it's definitely heightened with this, the instability of certain economic factors, especially here in the United States and also in other parts of the world, that are, coming to a head, that you want to be able to stay in a place of gratitude, of abundance for even the basic things that you have, the ability to breathe, that you have a home, good health. If you're watching this and maybe your housing is unstable, you have to find what small things you're grateful for right in this moment. You still have a bank account, or you have some money coming in, or you received a stimulus check, or you're still able to use your bank card. You have to find the lowest common denominator of positivity. So then that allows you to continue entertaining the thought of your vision. And once you have that vision and fueled by that desire, then you're going to have the courage to take those steps, because you want to maintain that harvest. You see something bigger for yourself in this year. Let's go ahead and get a angel card message to see what the angels have to say. Okay. And for those who have enjoyed this video thus far, feel free to give it a like. Feel free to click subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos on career, money, prosperity, sometimes love. And then if you want a private reading, you can feel free to click the link to my Etsy shop. I have a 3-card service that I'm offering right now. And then if you feel someone can benefit from my messages, feel free to share this video, because we're all in this as a team, and your encouragement of someone else will come back to you tenfold in the time that you need it. Because if you operate in the energy of encouragement and sharing, that energy is going to reverberate and come right back to you. You have 2 messages. Okay, the first one is let go. The next one is remain positive. There's another confirmation for you. So, what are we doing this week? When things come your way that, want to kind of knock you off kilter, you have to remain positive. That's what the angels are telling you. So keep it, whatever you have to do. Sometimes for me, I do a technique, it's called a 7-4-8. That means I breathe in for a count of 7, hold my breath for a count of 4, and then exhale to a count of 8. You can do that I would say try it 3 times when you find yourself in a moment of panic. That provides your brain with enough oxygen to have some clarity, so then you can make clear decisions, use kind words, um, have a bit of perspective because your brain is oxygenated. And oftentimes when you find yourself in tough, tricky, jarring situations, we stop breathing. And when we stop breathing, we stop giving oxygen to our brain, and then we're not making clear decisions. Also, let go. Is there anything in your life that's preventing you from taking courage, from stepping into your vision, having the desire to create what you want? Sometimes it's external forces, other time it's internal forces. So what are you telling yourself? What are you thinking? What are you speaking to reaffirm your situation at this time? So we're at the top of the year. We're trying to shed the energy of 2020, take what we need, and then take the lessons that served us and talents and gifts, and move that forward, but let the rest of it go. So let's continue letting go of anything that's not serving us. Okay? And then lastly, we're going to get an angel and ancestors. So we always want to call in those members of our physical tribe that have been here and those who are part of our spiritual tribe. See what they have to say, because they're cheering for you. They really are. I know I can speak from experience. My grandma is everywhere I go. Everywhere. She points me in so many directions, and I'm grateful for it. So, for those of us that have members, our family on the other side, feel free to call on them because they're there for you. They can't come unless you invite them, and oftentimes if we think that they're gone, we have an inability to be able to see them. Oracle. Wait for important information. Okay, so a lot of you are going to have some messages, or a lot of us are going to have messages that are going to be coming our way, perhaps this week. And, with so much going on outside of us, and I can just speak for here in the United States, this is a week of so much information, of so much transformation, of, moments in history that will be talked about for a long time. When things happen externally, they're also reflecting some things that are going to happen for us internally. So, this important information may be an aha moment for you. It may be, someone sharing something previously unknown to you, a message. Sometimes I get aha moments even just watching stuff on TV, and it just clicks. So when you're taking the time to just be aware, be present, you can really catch some messages that otherwise you would have overlooked. And, one of the things I like to do is that I ask Spirit, if there's something that I need to know, show it to me and make it clear. Make it very clear that it's undeniable that the message is for me. And I know my grandma likes to do that because every time a Kit Kat commercial pops up, it makes me laugh because I know it's her, and some other things. So if there's any important information that is supposed to come to you, call it in, and then make sure you remain present in the moment, doing like that breathing technique I talked about. When you feel a little rushed, hurried, anxious, 7-4-8, breathe in 7, hold 4, breathe out 8. And this is going to allow you to move forward and taking courage, fueling your desires to have that harvest that you want. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm excited for the possibilities that are awaiting you this week in this very moment. And I look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day.